how did you train for guys like, say, for example, for a guy like GSP? Was your strength and conditioning a lot different than it was for most camps, knowing that this guy was strong and good on the ground, good on his feet?
Yeah. I'd been working with a strength coach in Albuquerque, Adrian Gonzalez, for a while, and for that one, we I think we tuned it for him, or for GSP. Put some weight on. I actually had a terrible weight cut for my GSP fight. I put a bunch of muscle on, and then hadn't anticipated the weight cut, because I really never had a problem making 170. And then, of course, your body changes, composition changes, and, you got to change the formula a little bit. And I hadn't, and so that was a tough weight cut.
Why do you feel like you had to put muscle on for GSP?
I don't know. I mean, I was listening to my coaches.
I was just going to say, I'm not going to say bad advice. My bad. I was going to say advice.
This is the advice that I took, right? And, you get with strength and conditioning coaches, and they've trained different athletes, and the requirements, like I was talking about, for MMA are different, and so there's a learning curve with that.
Yeah, I can't understand. I got to take myself out of it sometimes. I don't remember me not being the strongest guy in there. Like I said, I thought Kevin Randall was going to be stronger than me. But this one guy I fought, please forgive me for my brain fart. I fought him in King of the Cage after I went to Pride. I came back. I bumped into him not too long ago out in Chicago. I'm sorry if I remember your name, brother, if you're watching this, but I fought this guy, and I thought I was going to overpower him. Yeah, he was strong. He was the only guy that I remember thinking, like, oh, this guy's strong. But, that's why I'm saying I'm strong when I get out there. Yeah. So I don't understand, like, somebody, you're going to fight somebody.
Well, and then strength is, strength can look different, right? Kevin Randleman was like fucking explosive, right? Like super explosive. I mean, he'd throw you on your fucking head. Yeah. But also with that, like, you put that dude in a long clinch, his muscles going to get saturated with blood. His arms get pumped, and now he's not as explosive, and he starts to fade.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me, because like I see your career, and if you look at the curve of like the styles and the traditional genres of MMA with which we've seen in UFC, you've kind of gone through that curve of like that old school traditional style, and then like a little bit more modern age, and then you see a lot of the grappling and jiu-jitsu coming into play heavier on the floor, and you've been able to stay consistent still at the highest level through the whole time. Did you see your career and your training programs, your coaches constantly evolving, or did you kind of just always stay set in your ways?
Oh, it's definitely an evolution.
Yeah.
I started doing this in like 2000. So as the sport evolved, and as our knowledge increased, and I never knew that I was going to be fighting in the UFC, right? I was just doing it for fun, right?